dear student. Prayer. Now consider a circle. Two chords are given, chord AB and PQ, such that both are equal. These two chords are equal. Then it's the arc made by this chord is minor arc, this one, this AB. Okay, minor arc, you know about minor arc and major arc. And PQ make an arc here. Okay, this is minor arc. Both are minor arcs. Minor arcs means this smallest portion of the circle, and this arc is major arc made by this chord AB. The same way PQ make two arcs. This is major arcs, longest arc, and this is minor arc. So these two chords are equal. Then corresponding arcs are also congruent. Its converse is if two arcs are congruent. If two arcs are congruent, then the chords are equal. So the statement is if two chords are equal, then their corresponding arcs are congruent, and conversely, if two arcs are equal, then corresponding chords are equal. Angle subtended by an arc of a circle. Next topic, angle subtended by an arc of a circle. Now consider this arc. This arc PQ is a minor arc, and this arc is a major arc of this circle. Now here this arc made an angle at the center here. This is angle subtended by an arc of a circle. So this arc subtended an angle at the center O. So angle POQ. Angle POQ is the angle subtended by this angle at the center. So this is minor arc. Now about the major arc, this major arc subtend reflex angle at the center. So this is the reflex angle. So major arc subtended an angle at that angle is reflex angle. So this angle is reflex angle. So from the first statement we can say that congruent arcs or equal arcs of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. So we already learned congruent arcs and equal arcs. If two chords of a circle are equal, then their corresponding arcs are congruent. Then we can say that congruent arcs of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. Now consider PQ is a chord. Okay, join this. PQ is a chord. Then we can say that angle subtended by this chord at the center, that is this angle, is equal to angle subtended by this minor arc at the center. Minor arc means this arc. So once more I repeat, this PQ is the chord of this circle, then this PQ is the minor arc. Okay. Then angle subtended by this chord at the center is equal to angle subtended by this arc at the center. Now take page 180, theorem 10.8. The angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. Once more, the angle subtended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So here the theorem says that this angle is the double of this angle. That means POQ. Angle POQ is double of angle PAQ in this figure, and the same way consider this figure. Here angle POQ, this angle is double double the angle of this PAQ. So 1-4 figure, this middle one. Now consider three different cases given. Three different cases. First case, arc PQ is minor. This arc minor. And in second case, arc PQ is a semicircle. This arc is semicircle. And third case, PQ is a major arc. Now let's begin by joining AO and extending it to a point B. Now all the three figures here, see, joining this AO, here also, here also. In all cases, angle BOQ, angle BOQ, angle BOQ, this angle, okay, here this angle, here this angle, equal to angle OAQ, OAQ plus angle AQO, AQO. In all the three cases, same name given. So all the three cases, angle BOQ equal to angle OAQ plus angle AQO. So what is the reason? Because an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Because an exterior angle of a triangle, consider this is a triangle. Okay, so exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. Now consider this triangle AOQ or AOQ. All the three figures have same name. So consider AOQ. Here OA is equal to OQ. OA equal to OQ because both are radii of same circle. So angle OAQ equal angle OQA. OAQ means OAQ, this angle, and OQA means this angle. So both are equal. So we already say that the angle BOQ is equal to, BOQ means BOQ, this exterior, so this exterior angle equal to angle OAQ plus angle AQO. So both are equal, so we can say that angle BOQ equal to 2 angle OAQ. Now consider the same way this triangle. This triangle, now consider angle BOP. Angle BOP means this exterior angle. Now this OA and OP are equal radii of the same circle, and angle OPA and OAP are equal according to theorem 7.5. Okay, so we can say that OAP equal OPA. So the same way we can say that angle BOP is equal to 2 into angle OAP. Then we can say that this angle is 2 into angle OAQ, and this angle 2 into angle OAP. Then this full angle POQ is equal to 2 angle OUQ plus 2 into angle OAP. Okay, that means this angle and this angle 2 into angle PAQ. That means this POQ is double this PAQ. Next, theorem 10.9. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Now consider this is a circle. What is meant by segment? Segment means suppose this is a chord, then this is one segment. This chord and this arc, inside this portion is one segment and this portion is another segment. Okay. This chord and this major arc make this portion is one segment. So angles in the same segment of a circle. Angles in the same segment of a circle means consider this segment, then draw angle. Two angles, suppose this is one angle and another is this one. So angles in the same segments. So angles in the same segment are equal. That means we need to prove that angle PAQ and angle PBQ, these angles are equal. We need to prove these two angles are equal. These two are in the same segment of the circle. Now consider this arc make angle at the center, or this angle make a subtended angle at the center, or this chord make this chord subtend an angle at the center. So in theorem 10.8 we learned about this angle is the double of this angle, double of this angle. That means the angle extended by an arc at the center is double the angle subtended at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So this angle is double the angle at the remaining part of the circle. So this we can consider angle, this is point P, then angle POQ is equal to 2 angle PAQ. 2 into angle PAQ. Okay. The same way we can say that angle POQ is equal to 2 into angle PBQ according to theorem 10.8. We can say that this angle is the double of this angle and also this angle is the double of this angle. That means left side of both equations are same. So we can say that right side are also equal. So 2 into angle PAQ is equal to 2 into angle PBQ. Now we can cancel these two. Then we get angle POQ is equal to angle PBQ. That is the theorem. Angles in the same segment of a circle are equal. Now theorem 10.10 is the deleted portion. Next topic, cyclic quadrilaterals. What is mean by cyclic quadrilaterals? Quadrilateral means a four-sided shape. Okay. So a cyclic quadrilateral means all the four vertices are on the circle. It is called a cyclic quadrilateral. Here ABCD is a quadrilateral. We can say that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral because all the four vertices are lie on a circle. Now next theorem, theorem 10.11. The sum of either pair of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. The sum of opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. I repeat, the theorem states that angle A plus angle C equal 180 degree and angle B plus angle D equal 180 degree. So we are going to prove that theorem. So we here draw diagonals of this quadrilateral and split the angle A into two angles 1 and 2, then D 3 and 4 and C A 7 and 8 and B 6 and 5. Okay. Now consider chord AB. This all sides of this quadrilateral are chords in the circle. Okay. Now consider AB. Chord AB. Then we already learned theorem, last theorem, angles in the same segment are equal. So consider this chord, then this is the segment. Okay, consider this segment. So one angle is this. Understood? ADB, that is angle 5, and the next angle is ACB. ACB. That is angle 5 equal to angle 8. Now consider next chord BC. Next chord BC. Then consider this segment and the angles on this segment. So BC. Now this BAC. That is angle 1. Then angle 1. And next is BDC. BDC angle 6. Both are equal. Next consider chord CD. CD first DAC. This angle 2 equal to next DC make DBC angle 4. So angle 2 equal angle 4. Now consider last chord AD. Chord AD. So AD is this one, then this angle AD. So this angle ABD, that is angle 3 equal. Next is ACD, angle 7. So we got a pair of equal angles. Now according to angle sum property of a quadrilateral, total angle is 360 degree. Okay, total angle of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. So we are going to add angle 1 plus, angle 2 plus, angle 3 plus, angle 4 plus, angle 5 plus, angle 6 plus, angle 7 plus, angle 8 equal to 360 degree. Substitute the values. Okay, so angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 corresponding to angle 7. So we are going to put angle 7 here. Then plus angle 4 corresponding to angle 2. Then plus then angle 5. Angle 5 corresponding to angle 8. So put that value plus angle 6 corresponding to angle 1 plus angle 7, write the angle 7 itself and also write angle 8 itself. So we got angle 1 2 times, angle 2 2 times, angle 8 2 times and angle 7 2 times. Okay. So equal to 360 degrees. So we can write that 2 into angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 7 plus angle 8 equal to 360 degree. Okay. 1 2 times, 2 2 times, 7 2 times and 8 also 2 times. So we can write like this. Now transpose these two to the right hand side. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 7 plus angle 8 equal to 360 by 2 is equal to 180 degree. Okay. So 360 by 2 we get to 180 degree. Now consider angle 1 plus, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 7 plus angle 8 is 180 degree. We got that these four angles total is 180 degree. Now angle 1 and angle 2, that is angle A. Okay, and angle 7 and angle 8, that is angle C. That is angle A and angle C are opposite angles, and sum of these opposite angles of this cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. So we can say that similarly these two angles sum also 180 degree. Angle 5 equal angle 8. So substitute angle 5 as angle 8 plus angle 1 angle 6 plus angle 2 angle 4 plus angle 7 angle 3. We can substitute this. Then also we get angle 3 plus 4. This 3 plus 4, this angle, and 6 plus 8, 5. At the place of 8, 5. Angle 5 plus 6. These opposite angles are also. Sum is 180 degree, hence the proof. Next, theorem 10.12. If the sum of a pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180 degree, the quadrilateral is cyclic. Even according to the theorem, one quadrilateral is here, A, B, C D. Okay, so consider given opposite angles, sum is 180 degree, that is angle BAC. Angle BAC plus angle BDC equal 180 degree, and angle ABD plus angle DCA is equal to 180 degree, that is given in the statement. So we need to prove that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. That means the points A, B, C, D are on the circle. So we take a contradiction method here. So suppose D is outside the circle. A, B, C are on the circle and D outside the circle. Okay. Now this point we taken as the D dash. D dash is one point here, and joining D dash and B we get this line segment, and consider this is a cyclic quadrilateral. A on the circle, C on the circle, B on the circle, and D dash on the circle. So this is a cyclic quadrilateral. Okay. Now consider ABCD dash, CD dash. Okay, angle BAC plus angle B dash C equal 180 degree. That is, these two angles sum equal to 180 degree. Then angle B dash C equal to angle BDC. Angle B dash C equal to angle BDC. Why? In given angle BAC plus angle BDC equal to 180 degree, in the statement given that angle BAC plus angle B dash, here BDC, here B dash C equal 180. That means angle B dash C and angle BDC are equal. So that is first equation. Now consider this triangle BD dash. BD dash. So this angle and this angle, sum of this angle is equal to this exterior angle of that triangle. That is angle BD dash C. That is, this angle is equal to angle BD dash plus angle DBD dash. So sum of these two angle is equal to this exterior angle of this triangle. Now in equation 1 here saying that angle B dash C equal to angle BDC. That is, here angle B dash C. Substitute angle BDC. This is angle BDC is equal, this BDD dash also angle BDC. So angle BDC plus angle DBD dash. Now transpose this angle BDC to this side, we get angle BDC minus angle BDC equal angle BDD dash. That means to subtract this, we get 0. That means angle DBD dash. That is, this angle is 0. 0 means this line segment coincides here. BD and BD dash are one line segment. That is, D dash and D coincides. So this point is on the circle. So ABCD is a quadrilateral. So today I am going to wind up this class. So study well. Then next class we will do exercise 10.5. Thank you.